Dungeons and Dragons. What is it? According to Wizards of the Coast, it's a game about sitting down with friends to play through a story together. Ah, come on, Madeline. We were supposed to sync up there. Whatever. What they don't tell you is that halfway through your campaign, you'll start realizing how bare bones the D&D 5e rules actually are. It's got no seasonings. It's got no flavor. It might as well be the chicken salad with raisins at your tabletop reunion. In my opinion, the best titty RPG is Pathfinder 2e. And you may be asking yourself, Papa D, don't you make videos about D&D? You got it in all your titles. Yeah, well, son, you're gonna learn soon enough that I'm also a hypocrite and will tout the D&D name because it brings in the views. Gotta love that clout, baby. Now, I ain't saying there's something wrong with playing D&D. You like what you like, I ain't gonna say nothing. But just like a father from Oregon whose son just told him he wants to join the color guard team, I will silently judge you. I'm Kosal, your local dungeon master. And here's some of the reasons why I think making the switch to Pathfinder is gonna be one of the best decisions of your life. Let's get started.
Hello?
Hey, all you fucking gay nerds. Playing D&D? Cool. How about you cast a spell to see some titties?
The book stamp cost an arm and a leg to buy. Brother, we ain't got no money. How we gonna live today? All the types of questions that a newbie party might ask themselves before playing. Well, fret no longer because Pathfinder has all the rules for free online. Check it out, Archives of Nethys. This baby's got everything you need to run a Pathfinder game of your own. Does D&D have that? Hell nah. You even gotta pay for every little add-on you could think of with Fascists of the Coast. Just kidding. That was a joke. I don't actually think Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast are not Caesar or anything. But let's say you want a physical copy of the book. Paizo has graced us with a fantastic hard copy for the high rollers and a teeny tiny paperback for the lower middle class, all at half the price. And let's say you're using a virtual tabletop like Foundry. Actually, Foundry's the only one worth using. Not sponsored, by the way. I do take payments in form of League of Legends Riot Points though. The rules are so well implemented into the system, you ain't gonna have no issue running the rules in Foundry. For the D&D one, you're gonna be spending hours and hours writing the rules into the system, especially if you have to use D&D add-ons like these. Yeah, Foundry's teaming up with D&D to set up an official system. But let's be real, they're probably gonna charge you out the ass just to use Boom and Blade or something. And if you're anything like me, you probably don't want to spend too much money on a hobby that takes place in your imagination.
It's okay. It's okay, love. It's okay. I'm here, okay? I'm not going anywhere.
Quiet in the hall, everybody. With Pathfinder, you got the ability to let your players create the actual characters they'd want to play. None of that lame shit from D&D that you gotta make random things up for. Not only do you got the typical classes you'd expect, but you got all these other cool classes too. There's so many different types of character feats in Pathfinder, you can basically make any type of character that your little heart desires. Mix and match to the tone, baby. But I'll give it to Dungeons and Dragons for ease of entry. You gotta have players willing to do a bit more reading into their character builds if they want to make something cool. In my experience, D&D one-shots are admittedly easier to run than Pathfinder ones, especially for new players. But baby, the real dream of a DM is to run a long campaign from start to finish. Might as well get that shit started right now. Assuming your players have attention spans, the things they can do in Pathfinder are just way more interesting in my eyes. And more than likely, your players are gonna think the same way too. On top of that, Pathfinder's got this little thing called dedications, which is similar to D&D's multi-classing. The difference being that Pathfinder dedications also encompass about every little thing you can think of. You can choose and combine more parts than an Atlanta native in a gentrified nightclub. What does that mean? Well, you'll figure it out when you're older, son.
I'm retarded?
Just f***ing up this freezer.
I hate freezers.
Is there anything else you hate, Andy?
The gays.
I'm telling Val.
It's a good thing
Why?
she's
Val's
trans.
not a part. But yeah, what? Whoa, Newt.
What? Trans female? She
That's
likes
not-
women too.
That's not gay. That's not gay either.
Wait, what?
Yeah, she's bi. There's a difference.
It's a spectrum, Andy.
I don't think it is. That's autism.
Yeah, Newt, and you're on that.
As a dungeon master of only a few short years, there's not much I hate more than balancing an encounter. In fact, I think I'd rather listen to a Disney adult tell me about why he isn't a groomer. Alright, maybe balancing isn't that bad. That doesn't change the fact that it's boring as shit. I would much rather spend my time doing cool things, like making NPCs based on my anime fantasies. Thanks to Pathfinder, I can do that. Every enemy has an XP amount and you can tally that sucker up and automatically balance a fight for your players. Hell, It even tells you how hard the fight is gonna be. With D&D, you can kinda do it, but it still ends up being a pain in the ass because honestly, there's just too many things you gotta make up on the spot. Pathfinder lets you know exactly what you can do, and you basically have a rule for just about everything. Of course, this comes with its pros and its cons. Don't worry, I'm not gonna spend this whole video dunking on D&D. How else am I gonna get that invitation for the Critical Role guest spot? Since you need well-read players for Pathfinder, it all kinda goes up in smoke if either you or your players don't actually take the time to learn the rules. I do actually sometimes prefer that free thinking I get with D&D, but also I get to take the blame off me if my players team wipe themselves in Pathfinder. Yeah, no, I think I'll take the second option. Suck my you're goddamn right, it's a superiority complex. I'm the best goddamn GM in the world, baby.
No, 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 no.
Brothers and sisters, there's a little thing in the community called action economy. This little baby's got more punch in it than an abusive stepfather. Dungeons and Dragons gives you 1 action. Pathfinder, you get 3 entire whole actions. That's like triple the amount of actions you get in D&D. Brother, you can't beat it. Shooting arrow, triple goblin, busting nut on the spot. You can do it all in 1 turn. Can you do that in D&D? No. There's 1 busted nut each turn. Of course, there's a whole list of countermeasures to keep everyone from going crazy, but I'm not here to tell you about that. Go learn the rules yourself if you're so keen, or watch these guys. They're pretty good at it. Me, I like to pretend I know all the rules. Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm not your dad. I can be your daddy, but I can't be your dad. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. It's like 2 in the morning right now. I'm gonna go take a cold shower real quick. Pathfinder's rules just make sense. You can even crit without rolling a 20, assuming you manage to get at least 10 higher than whatever number you had to beat. It actually gives the players a reason to work together, not just delegating every turn to moving and attacking. And even if a character isn't well optimized, that player can still be useful by finding unique ways to help out the rest of the party. The whole system is like a well-oiled machine, and each little part actually does something useful. Give it a shot, dude. There's no better feeling for a DM than to see your party working together to take down a tremendous beast. God damn, I love Pathfinder. So these are just a few reasons for why I prefer Pathfinder 2e over Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, it's all just my own preference. Don't let some random stranger on the internet tell you what to not enjoy. You like D&D? Play D&D. You like Call of Cthulhu? Fight those racist alien gods to your heart's content. The system you choose is irrelevant as long as you and your friends are having fun. But brother, you are chained down by the shackles of Hasbro. Rise from the ashes of slavery and commit yourself to a system that cares about you. Do not let these non-believers tether you down to a game that requires your blood, sweat, and tears for little gain. Follow me into the light of Pathfinder 2e. Crush the monopoly of ill-begotten gains. Storm the floors of that accursed company and take back your pride as a human being. Fight for your fellow man. Is this a picture of me with a goddamn Hitler mustache? What's a king to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? Be free and take back the means of production. That's what it means to be a goddamn tabletop player. Roleplay over gameplay. Rule of cool forever. Nobody plays City of Heroes. This guy deserves the biggest sloppy top known to man. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Too bad it doesn't matter. They're just gonna replace her with someone worse. Change your glasses, those are the same ones as the guy from the Lovely Bones. Fuck!